Hey guys, God, it feels like I haven't filmed a video in forever. Like, seriously. And I don't know, I've just been busy working. Isn't that always the excuse? But anyway, I have something really big to talk to you guys about today. So, in 13 days, I believe, on the 23rd, I'm pretty sure it's 13 days. Anyway, I'm going to New York. If you guys have been with me for a year or more, you remember the last time I went to New York. It was awesome. I went to visit one of my best friends, Val, who is just cool incarnate. And so yeah, I wanted to talk about because I'm obviously flying, and I want to go over some things with you guys because the last time I went to New York was the first time I flew alone, and I learned a lot of things that friends and family who had flown a lot didn't bother to tell me. And it would have been nice to know. So I am here for you guys. So I'm going to share some tips with you on flying. So first of all, the first main tip I want to go over is comfort. Okay? If you guys remember when I went to New York last time, my outfit was a bit ridiculous. Not because it wasn't a good outfit, it was awesome, but because, practically speaking, it was ridiculous for flying. But me, I was like, I'm going to New York for the first time. I have to be fashionable and look amazing. Which I was fashionable and I looked pretty good. But I was so uncomfortable all day because those boots I was wearing took 2 minutes a foot to get into. And if you don't know, as soon as you get to the airport and start going through security, one of the first things you do, you have to take off your shoes. That was not fun. And then you have to get those back on when you get through security. Yay. So I'm bypassing all that ridiculousness this time, and I went and bought a pair of these. And they are so freaking comfortable. I am excited. Because for someone who's going to start their day of traveling at 6:30 in the morning and get to New York at 11:30 at night, you're going to want to be comfortable. So, comfy shoes and comfortable outfit. Unlike last time, I'm just going to wear jeans, t-shirt, and a sweater. And the next thing I want to go over is your baggage situation. Now, as I'm only going for a week and we're not doing any big sightseeing like we did last time, which was a lot, I don't feel the need to dress up. So I'm just bringing a pair of jeans and a bunch of t-shirts and a nightgown, socks and underwear. That's it. So my bag is not very big and I will not have to check it. Thank God, because I hate checking luggage, because you have that terrifying gnawing sensation. They're going to lose it. And then you're going to have a week with nothing to wear but what you have on. So, yeah, little bag. But when you're traveling, and you're going to be traveling for an entire day, you're going to want a bag, like a purse, if you're a chick, that's big enough to hold everything you're going to need right at a moment's notice for entertainment. So I'm so excited about this. Watch. So I went to Joann's. Where do I ever go? And I found this bag that it was white. I dyed this. It's beautiful. And I added this, which I completely stole from Tumblr, multiplied, and used an iron-on transfer to iron that on. And on the other side, I put this one. So, you decide. I can switch it back and forth from a Lizzie Bennett bag to a Potterite bag. Whoop whoop. And it's big enough that I can fit everything I'm going to need. And it has these 2 little pockets, too, for phone and whatnot. So, I am so excited because the bag is perfect. What's going to have to go in your bag that you're going to need at a moment's notice? Books. So I am, I have 2 layovers. Yay! I'm going to be laid over in Washington. I can't remember the exact airport right now. For an hour and a half, which that'll fly by, I'm sure, because I have to find my gate and everything. But I have a layover in Dallas, Texas airport for 6.5 hours. Can't explain how excited I am about that. So, we're going to need lots of entertainment. So, aside from my precious flip cam, I'm also bringing books. Now, I'm going to use this as an opportunity, as I'm forced to, have nothing else to do, really, but read. I'm going to read books I haven't read yet that are on my bookcase. And I'm going to stick to thin books. Bulky books, you have one book that's huge, takes up your entire bag. What if you finish your book? You're screwed. So I'm bringing a bunch of little books. I'm bringing Go Ask Alice, which I started and I haven't finished yet, but it's a really easy read. A little depressing, but an easy read. Persuasion by Jane Austen. And then the Out of the Silent Planet series by C.S. Lewis. I've had this for about 5 years, and never read them. So I figure this will be a good opportunity. And then this book I just got in the mail, another Anastasia Romanoff book. But yeah, it's one of those royal diaries, Anastasia. I figured, why not? And also, I'm of course gonna have my phone, which has Bejeweled on it, thank God. And I don't even want to show you guys this. Ugh. So last night, and I mean just last night, Shayna and I were up until about 3 in the morning. Because my MP3 player just decided to... And with the coming trip and the fact that I just bought glasses, which I'm picking up today, so excited, and the fact that I have to order contacts and everything, I don't have any just spare cash laying around to buy an MP3 player, which usually isn't a big deal, but usually I just have, you know, that extra little bit of money to buy one, and I don't, and I can't live without music. So since Shayna got an iPhone, I'm now using her iPod. And I want to hate it so bad, but it's so convenient. Everything's on here. All my music, pictures, Facebook, Tumblr. It's all on here. And now I have an Instagram account. Thanks, iPod. So if you guys want to check me out on Instagram, look up Potter Projects 1989. Somehow tonks1989 was taken. Jerk face, that's my name. So yeah, go ahead and look me up on Instagram. Yay! But it'll be kind of cool because I can FaceTime with Shayna in the airport. So that'll be cool. Another thing you're going to want right at your disposal, especially if you have long layovers like I do, is all of your charger cords. Your phone charger, your iPod charger, and all of those little charger cords and like headphones or anything like that that could get very easily lost. Stick in a Ziploc bag and then stick that in your main bag that you're going to keep with you at all times. That way you don't lose anything. That way if your luggage for some reason gets lost, your charger cords and everything are with you and you don't run the risk of your phone dying. So another thing, no one bothered to tell me, this is wonderful, and I can't impress upon you enough how important this next bit of advice is. The first time I ever flew, I was with 2 other people who led me the whole way. Pretty much just had me on a leash, just going, come on, let's go this way. And I didn't bring my laptop. We went to Florida for 10 days, and I didn't need a laptop. We went to Universal and Disneyland and Cocoa Beach, and freaking... I wasn't on Facebook. I was running around, and by the time we got to the hotel room, I was like, I'm gonna go. So, I didn't bring my laptop. So when I went to New York last year, I brought my laptop. And I figured, okay, well, it's too big to go in my bag. my, purse. So I'll just put it in my bag with all my clothes. Send it through security. Yeah, don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. Because turns out, if you don't take your laptop out of your bag and put it in its own separate tray, they'll pull you aside for a body check. Fun. As someone, and I don't know if many of my viewers know this, I don't like to be touched. Like, at all. I don't like to be touched. So, I send my computer in my bag through the x-ray machine, and they pulled me aside and said, hey, we know it's just your laptop, but we have to tear everything out of your suitcase. Oh, and pull you over here and body check you. So, yeah, I had the great pleasure of having a nice woman at the airport run her fingers through my hair. And, well, touch me. If you take nothing else from this video, freaking take your laptop out of your bag and put it in its own separate tray, because the end result is not fun. So yeah, guys, I will be in New York in 13 days. And I'm so excited. I don't even know if I mentioned why I'm going to New York, but Val just had one of the cutest babies I've ever seen. And he is my godson, so I'm going to meet him for the first time. Every time I go to New York, I meet someone for the first time. Yeah, I am very excited to go. But yeah, so hey, if I have any viewers in Washington or Texas, let me know. I'm going to be, like, near you. How weird is that? Oh, and then, this is the best part about my whole trip is... Okay, geography's never been my strong suit by any means. But here's the thing. Okay, so I'm flying out of Rapid City, South Dakota, to Washington, to Texas, to New York. I get it. Whatever, that kind of makes sense. Texas is way out of the way. But whatever. No, my flight plan back is the fun part. Okay, so I'm flying from New York to Texas to Denver to Rapid City. Now, I don't know if you know your geography, but living in Wyoming, I know that South Dakota is on this side of Wyoming. Denver is on this side of Wyoming. Depending on your camera angle, I guess Denver's on this side, South Dakota's on this side. So I'm skipping over South Dakota and Wyoming and then skipping back over. Yeah, it's interesting. Denver airport's gonna be fun too, although probably not as big as Texas. That's my plan for flying. Hopefully everything goes good. Don't die in a fiery plane crash. That'd be nice. Alright guys, so I will, keep you updated on my New York journey. Yeah, I'm ringing the flip, so you guys are gonna come with me every step of the way, and now that I have freaking Instagram and Tumblr and everything, I'll probably be way more updated than I'm used to. It's gonna be weird. So, yeah, I will see you guys later. Thanks for watching, and I hope the next time you fly, you either watch this so you know, take your freaking laptop out of your bag and wear comfy, easy off shoes, or some family member helps you out, because I didn't have that. I apparently have all jerks in my family and friends, because, yeah, they didn't tell me anything about that. Alright, so I will see you guys later. Bye. Totally gonna Instagram. I'm filming a video. This is so weird, I don't know. Instagram.